Well, coming in, obviously, we talked about coming in and have an opportunity to participate in this tournament. We're in it to win it, and kind of ran out of time. Indiana, they did what they supposed to do here at home. They took advantage of the home court, made some free throws going down the stretch. We missed some free throws, had a couple of layups there at the end. And when you play a road game, you got to be able to make plays to keep yourself in position. And we were right there. I thought the game went back and forth, and they got a little cushion there. We had a little cushion early on, but it went over to the final horn. So just proud of the effort of our guys. I thought they fought. We matched their physicality. I thought inside made Morgan and Duran work for everything. And I thought the guys that made a big difference in the game was the Green kid. I thought he had some clutch baskets for.
In it to win, it sort of feels like the story of the season a little bit, doesn't it? I mean, just so many close games that went both ways all season.
Well, it seemed like I talk about a team going on runs. It seemed like the games were it was a game of streaks. It seemed like, and we were in most every game we played this year. So we'll use that going through that. The inexperienced Carter was now. Hopefully, we can gain some experience so we can win those kind of games. We've been in enough of them. But I was proud of, like I said, our guys. They held their poise, even going down the stretch in this game. And with all the things that have taken place, you lose your best player. I mean, a guy that went for 29 and 12 against these guys, and now you got to do it with other guys. But I was proud of you. Think about Isaiah. You think about Desi. I thought all those guys. I thought Gabe gave us everything they had. They gave me everything they had.
Mike, it was a tough shot, obviously, for Jalen, but he got it up. He got it off the backboard. I mean,
No, I thought it was good. I thought it had a chance. I thought he had a chance.
that kind of just heart sinks and you realize, the season's over.
Well, it's it's more so for the guys. I thought they played hard enough, and at times I thought they played well enough to win. You come in, I thought we had a great chance of pulling it off. But you got to be able to make plays. Like I said, free throws, loose balls going down the stretch. We had a couple of layups that we missed right point blank. You get that in one, it just changes the whole complexity of the game. But give Indiana credit. I thought those guys, they rose to the occasion and made some plays for them. Green even knocking down those free throws.
What do you think of Desi's game and how tough was it the way he was playing not to have in the last 4.5 or whatever?
He was the guy that had it going on, whether it be attacking the basket, making passes, or stepping up, knocking shots down. I thought he played his heart out. He was trying to take charges. Even I think his last foul was trying to take a charge. As I said, these guys have learned a lot of things, and it was, he was the guy that had it going on for us. But we got multiple guys that are capable of doing it.
Coach Morgan does a lot of dirty work around the rim, but how effective is he in terms of just establishing position inside?
He's good. He's good at it. And that's one of the things we really talked about. What he tries to do is lock you in and seal you. And I thought for the most part we did. He got a great pair of hands. And he's a senior. I mean, you think about it. He's been around a while. He's pretty crafty. But I thought we made him work for everything. We made him work for everything.
What did you learn about your team these last 2 games?
We have a team. I think we have a team that's going to get better. And off season is going to be. They're going to have a tremendous off season. I think they aspire to be better than they were this year. There are some games there where we let slip because of our inability to make plays or make the right decision. Even in this game here, you could just see it. You could see sometimes where the inexperience comes in, where we got a 1-on-5 and we still try to get to the basket post, just bring out and making them execute. But I think from the most part, this team has heart. I think they want to be coached. And as long as you got that and you want to be coached, and we got some guys that will be better to those. The off season, whether it be in the weight room, whether it be getting reps up in the gym, working on your individual skills. The gym will be open. The lab, that's what we call it, Bob. The lab will be open. I think it's going to be a great off season. But right now, I want them just to get away from it. We've been going at it since June, 1st of June. And so now these guys get a chance to hopefully catch their breath and catch up in school. A little bit over a month in school left, a month and a half, and so they got to finish up strong.
Well, that's twofold. What can you say about your team, given the fact that this was a hostile environment? I mean, it's pretty electric here today for the second-round NIT game, based on the fact that these guys didn't really win. So, obviously, the NATO run there late first half by IU, second half IU came at you. These guys stayed together.
That's the thing that I said. They're not intimidated, and we played in a lot of great environments. When you think about even in the SEC and playing at Texas Tech, we played in some environments, and I think that's why I said what impressed me more than anything else was that even without a guy that was your leading rebounder in the conference, third leading scorer, and we come in and our guys were right there to the horn. And so this tells me the growth. We go to Providence and play well. So these games, to me, obviously give these guys the blueprint of what's in store for this team. And we got to get better. I think we got to get better.
Mike, they outscored you 30-10 in the paint. Was that just kind of where, you really missed a big guy like
Well, that's their strength. I mean, that's their strength. That's what they play power basketball. We made them work for everything, and some of that was at the free throw line. But I think on the other end of it, I thought we did a good job of spacing the floor and getting in the gaps and get to the lanes. We didn't get many free throws in the first half, but in the second half, I thought we did a much better job. Now you just got to capitalize it. In a game of this magnitude, it's going to be possession here, a free throw there, a steal or stop there, but you got to be able to capitalize and make the play. But that's their strength, and I thought we made them work on scoring.
I may be wrong, but I think every game, whether you were a player at Tulsa, an assistant coach at Tulsa, UAB, Arkansas, every time you've been involved in the NIT, the next year you went to the NCAA tournament. I don't think that's a coincidence. I mean, what do you think that says, and how good do you feel that this experience could help you guys get back here?
I really, like I said, you think about what we just did, Bob. We obviously coming off on a disappointing season, but we have a chance to have a new life in the NIT. And with this type of team, whether it be practice or games, that's going to be so instrumental in your development. Because what you're doing, you're developing their mindset, a plan for championship. But to go to the Big East and play at Providence, that's going to pay off big dividends. And then coming here to a hostile environment, and they're playing much better than they were early in the year. And so what that is, a signal to our guys is that we can play with anybody, and just get a little more seasoning, get a couple more pieces to go with what we got. We will be better. I know that.
I had a two-part freshman three-point question.
Hold up, say it again now.
I have a two-part three-point freshman question.
His last one's going to be a long one.
Okay. Isaiah tied the SEC freshman record, Jamal Murray's record.
Oh, did he? Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
113. And then
Fourth in NCAA history.
Isaiah, the last 8 games was 18 and 28 on threes. That's what we say, 65%. What do you think about what Desi did down the stretch from three-point? What do you think about, really what Joe did all year, but especially tying the SEC record?
It tells you the potential of those guys in our team. I think we got the right guys, and obviously throughout the year they've gotten better. I think even Isaiah, as people start challenging him, he was on a record pace early on, and then people really started once we got the conference really getting into him. And I think you saw his savvy starting to take place and him learning from that and getting away from people and creating, getting to the basket. So now you put in an off season where you get in the weight room and get stronger, eat a little bit more. He's going to be even better, I think. Desi obviously got the opportunity to really impact the team even more so. And I thought he took the ball and he ran with it. And you can just see the confidence is soaring right now. They feel like they're some of the better players, not necessarily just on this team, but in the country. And I think that's huge for the individual development of a player, the mental part of it and the physical part of it, and having an opportunity to go out and showcase it. I think that's the beauty of it, and that's going to make us an even much better basketball team as those guys get better.
One more thing. Your four forwards had 36 points at Providence today, 9 leaders per deck. Was that basically because Indiana's so good inside, or was that just a rough day for Ricky had 2 points, and I don't think Ethan scored?
A different game. It was a different type game. If you think the tempo was more at their pace, they had some opportunities. They just didn't score. It was other guys scoring. So I'm sure Indiana had a little bit to do with that. But I think even our guys, they had some open looks. They just didn't knock them down.